Hi, welcome to BariNation, where we support the bariatric community with humor, humility, and honesty.
You've just tuned into a podcast that welcomes you into a community, a resource center, and a safe place that powers your journey towards personal wellness.
Our goal is you leave us today feeling hopeful, inspired, and ready to live your best bariatric life.
What is the BariNation membership community? Well, it's a network of experts and peers where you can connect with the support, education, and resources you need in the moment to move through your bariatric life with confidence. Almost every day, you can attend bariatric support groups led by licensed mental health professionals, classes taught by credentialed experts, and meetups that are grounded in accountability and fun. Become a member today and tap into kind and caring support. Join us at barination.mn.co. Hi friends, it is April. Today I'm here to talk to you about something I feel like I have a lot of knowledge around, and that is how to survive having surgery in the summer. So this episode is dropping on July 24th. Tomorrow, July 25th, will be my 5-year surgery anniversary. July 25th, 2019 is when I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy. Summer would not have been my choice to have surgery, but it was actually the best time for me to have surgery. At the time, I was a public educator. I had the summer off, and I knew I could just take all of August or most of August to rest and recover. It can be terrifying getting your surgery date. I remember that feeling. They call, you say, here's your date. And then instantly my brain went to like, oh yes, oh no. Because I instantly thought my summer is ruined. I'm not going to be able to do any of the things that I love to do. My summer is going to be awful. And I just thought of 8 million reasons why having surgery in the summer was a bad idea. We've talked about this before. We talk about it all the time in BariNation. There really is no best time to have bariatric surgery. The best time is the time in the day that your surgery gets scheduled. I mean, sure, there are probably maybe some really big things that you absolutely want to avoid in your life, but right, for the most part, the best day to have surgery is the day that it gets scheduled. So when my surgery date was assigned and it was July 25th, I just knew, okay, I have to really change my expectations for summer. So what I mean by that is clear your deck, so to speak. If you have vacations, parties, plans that are coming up in the first few weeks after surgery, I would decline or I would reschedule. I would clear the deck. I would go into your recovery with no expectations, meaning you really don't know how you're going to physically feel. You don't know what your emotional state is going to be. You don't know how long it's going to take you to really recover and get to the point where you feel like you can do things after surgery, because everybody's recovery is just so different. So my advice would be clear the deck. If you have a vacation and it's planned a month, 4 weeks after surgery, you might be feeling good enough to partake in that. Just know that how you physically feel is probably going to be different than what you're expecting. So I thought I would bounce back from surgery right away. I thought that I'd be down for a week or two and then boom, I would be right back to doing what I normally do. That absolutely was not the case for me. It took me months to really recover to my pre-surgery energy levels and feel like I was kind of back to normal. I was blown away at how absolutely flat out exhausted I was for about 3 months after surgery. And when I mean exhausted, it would be like walking up the stairs to go to bed took all of my energy. The laundry took all of my energy. I mean, I was just flat out done with the simplest of tasks. And right after surgery, you have so much data that you're tracking. You're tracking your water, your vitamins, your protein. You're constantly thinking about sipping. You're always carrying around, right, like your water vessel, and you feel like your full-time job is sipping. And it is. Your full-time job after surgery is to make sure that you get as much hydration as you can, to walk as much as you can, to take your vitamins and to focus on protein. That absolutely will be a full-time job because that is all that you are going to have the brain capacity, the energy to really do. So my advice to you is go into summer surgery clearing your deck, and just know that your summer is not going to look like maybe the summer that you wanted or any summer you've ever had before. And give yourself permission to be okay with that for one summer, because every summer ahead has the potential to be the best, most glorious summer you've ever experienced, because you will have a break from the disease of obesity. You'll be living in a smaller body. You'll have higher levels of mobility. You'll be free from, right, a lot of that food talk, that food noise. Your summers ahead are going to be glorious. But the price of your future summers is this summer, this year. So clear the deck. And really just know that your only job in the days and the weeks and maybe even the months ahead is to rest and recover. Those two words are terrifying to somebody like me, because rest is just not something that I am good at. It's not something I enjoy. It's not something I'm built at. And recover, what is that? Right? I live my life usually going 100 miles an hour, and I don't stop to rest and I don't stop to recover. That is not a recipe for a successful life, though. And it certainly will not be a recipe for success for you after bariatric surgery. So the second thing I recommend is the only thing that you are going to be focusing off after surgery is how you are going to rest, how you're going to give your body and your mind, your soul time to really recover from major surgery. Rest is probably going to look different than what you're thinking. For me, it was literally just laying down. It was sitting in a chair. I felt a little bit trapped because I went from being physically mobile before surgery to being physically immobile after surgery. I couldn't do the things that I normally did in the summer. I couldn't go swimming. I couldn't go kayaking. The walks that I took were very short. I was feeling very isolated, lonely. I was feeling trapped. And mentally, I was struggling. I realized I was grieving the person I was, the relationship I had with food. I was grieving this understanding that I really was battling a disease. So that rest and recover was critically important for me those first 2 weeks, especially after surgery. I spent a lot of time doing nothing, but that gave me a lot of time to think about what I was thinking. It gave me a lot of time to write down the questions I was asking myself and the time to really answer them for probably the first time ever. So utilize the time after surgery for rest and recover. That is a fantastic time, my friends, to tap into community. Your emotions could be all over the place. You could be wondering, oh my gosh, am I doing this wrong? You might even be thinking, did I make a mistake? That is the time to log in and lean in to community. If you are part of BariNation, go to all of the meetups, the classes, and groups that you possibly can. If you're not a part of BariNation, join now, become familiar with the community and the platform, and get those live events on your calendar, because talking about what you are experiencing is going to be one of the best things that you can do for yourself as you rest and recover. Just know that the time after surgery is a gift to yourself, and you have to protect it. That's why I think clearing the deck is so important. Just let people know, I'm going to be recovering from major surgery. I don't know what this is going to be like. I'm going to decline that invitation to your party, to your barbecue, to going on this, mini vacation. And if it's okay with you, if I'm feeling up for it, can I attend last minute? Ask people that. Let them know that you are setting an expectation for yourself. You are protecting your peace. You are protecting your recovery, because by doing so, you're actually going to recover at a faster rate. You're not going to be stressing out your body or your mind so quickly after surgery. You're literally putting up a protective barrier and boundary around yourself and your bariatric journey and saying, this time is important. This time is sacred. I need this time as a person to rest and recover. And by really not setting any expectations for yourself, and by not setting up expectations for other people, you are really giving yourself permission to move through recovery in the way that you will need to once you're there. You're not going to really know what you need until you're there. And unless you have the freedom and the ability to be flexible in the moment, your recovery could not be as great as it could be. You have permission to take time for you. You're doing surgery for your health, for your well-being, for your longevity, for your joy, for your happiness, for your family. But that means that you have to put yourself first now, maybe for the first time ever. But this is where it starts. This is where you begin to practice what that means to put your needs equal or maybe sometimes ahead of others. It's allowed and it's almost necessary during your summer recovery. For those first few weeks and few months, focus on your bariatric tasks. It's hydration, it's walking, it's protein, and it's vitamins. It's your mental health, it's community, it's you. That is your only job during your recovery, summertime or not summertime. But you can do this, right? The price for the rest of your life, the thing that you're going to have to pay, is a summer that looks and feels very different than any summer you've ever had. But I hope that I can be your living proof that it really, truly is worth it. I gave up one summer, and it was worth every moment of that recovery. It was worth every no. It was worth every boundary. It was worth every dark moment. Because every summer after surgery has been even more glorious than the last. So just because you're having some of this surgery doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It means this is your gateway to a life of treatment. You can do it. And myself and the entire BariNation crew is happy to help you along the way. I hope we get to support you this summer in the BariNation community because I know it will be beneficial for you. All right, friends. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you found this helpful if you are having surgery this summer.
What exactly is the BariNation membership community? It's a network of experts and peers where you can connect with the support, education, and resources you need in the moment to move through your bariatric life with confidence. Almost every day, you can attend bariatric support groups led by licensed mental health professionals, classes taught by credentialed professionals, and fun meetups hosted by experts and peers. Become a member today and tap into a kind and caring support. Join us at BariNation.mn.co.
That wraps up another empowering episode of the BariNation podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, keep the conversation going by joining the BariNation membership community, where you can attend live support events, access on-demand resources, and find a caring community.
Join us at BariNation.mn.co. If you found this podcast valuable, help us produce it by becoming a $5 monthly supporter at BariNationPodcast.com.
And just remember, at the end of the day, you've got this, we've got you, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.